Believe in yourself. Written and published by Spark Sprit 10. Have you ever looked at social media and seen lots of pictures of friends celebrating job successes, going on amazing trips, or showing off their happy relationships? During those times, it's common to feel a heavy feeling in your stomach, with a persistent thought suggesting that you're lagging in life. Feeling behind is something many people experience in our fast-paced world. However, it's essential to realize that this feeling is often not an accurate reflection of reality. Feeling like you're falling behind in life comes from our instinct to compare ourselves to other people. We often form mental timelines about where we believe we should be at different ages or stages in life. These benchmarks are often shaped by what society expects, pressures from family, or the polished moments we see on social media. But these comparisons often overlook the full details of our individual situations, personal development, or the different journeys we each take. Nowadays, social media has increased this sense of not being good enough. We often see chosen highlights of other people's successes, achievements, and happiness. We often overlook the struggles, doubts, and failures that come with any journey. This unfair view can make us feel inadequate, even when we are actually making good progress in our own lives. Each person's path is unique. Life is not a straight line with set points that everyone has to reach together. Some people find what they love to do early in life, while others find it later on. Some people do well in regular jobs, while others feel happy taking different paths. There isn't a one-size-fits-all timeline for personal or professional growth, and what seems like success to one person may not match another's values or objectives. Feeling behind often comes from paying too much attention to outside signs of success instead of looking at personal growth and happiness. Real progress isn't always easy to see or measure. Personal growth, emotional maturity, and self-awareness are important accomplishments that may not always be seen in flashy social media posts, but they are essential for a happy life. If you feel like you're falling behind, pause and think about it. Consider this: behind according to whose standards? Do these standards really match your personal values and goals? Sometimes we take on other people's ideas of success without thinking about whether they match what we really want and what our lives are like. Rather than worrying about where you believe you should be, pay attention to your current situation and the progress you've made. Recognize your achievements even if they feel minor. Everyone you look at is dealing with their own struggles and insecurities. The grass might seem greener on the other side, but everyone has to take care of their own yard. Practicing self-compassion is important. Be gentle with yourself and recognize that feeling like you're falling behind is something many people go through. Rather than criticizing yourself for not reaching certain goals, use those feelings to think about what really matters to you and to create goals that are meaningful to you. To overcome the feeling of being behind in life, try changing how you see things. Life is neither a race nor a competition. It's a journey about growing, learning, and discovering yourself. When you concentrate on your own progress instead of comparing yourself to others, you can let go of the feeling of being left behind and appreciate the special journey you are taking. It's always a good time to follow your dreams, switch paths, or begin again. Each day offers a chance to grow and move forward. Rather than feeling sad about where you aren't, appreciate where you are and be excited about where you're headed. Your journey is special to you. Appreciate it rather than compare it to others. Lesson 1. Believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is essential for personal growth and achieving success. When you believe in yourself, you open up a source of potential that can help you reach your goals and dreams. This belief serves as a base for your life, helping you to face challenges, take chances, and follow your passions with strong commitment. To use the power of self-belief, you should start by recognizing your strengths and talents. Everyone has special skills that make them different from others. Spend a little time thinking about your past experiences, what you've accomplished, and the nice things people have said about you. What skills do you have that come easily to you? What skills have you developed over time? When you notice and accept your strengths, you start to create a positive view of yourself that strengthens your confidence in what you can do. The path to believing in oneself can often be filled with uncertainty. It's normal to doubt yourself, particularly when you encounter new challenges or difficulties. See these doubts as just temporary hurdles that can be cleared. When you start to feel unsure of yourself, think about the successes you've had and the obstacles you've already overcome. Doubt is a normal part of growing, but it doesn't determine your value or what you can achieve. A great way to boost self-confidence is by achieving small victories. Make goals that you can realistically reach and take time to celebrate every step you accomplish, even if it feels minor. These little wins build up over time, creating a cycle that strengthens your confidence in what you can do. If you want to get better at public speaking, begin by talking to a few friends first, then gradually speak to bigger groups. Every successful presentation will increase your confidence and get you ready for larger challenges. Building self-belief means facing and questioning negative thoughts about yourself. Everyone has a part of themselves that can be too critical and negative at times. Understand how to identify when this voice is talking and check if it's trustworthy. Change negative thoughts to positive affirmations that support your value and abilities. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough for this job," try saying, "I have valuable skills to offer and I'm always learning and getting better." Another important part of believing in yourself is building resilience. Life has its highs and lows, and setbacks are a normal part of it. What really counts is how you deal with these challenges. See challenges as chances to grow instead of impossible hurdles. Every time you face a challenge and get through it, you show yourself that you can manage anything life brings, which boosts your confidence. Be around supportive people who believe in you and what you can achieve. Their support can boost your confidence and offer reassurance when you're feeling uncertain. Look for mentors, friends, or family who support you and encourage you to be your best self. Also, pay attention to harmful relationships that can hurt your confidence and hold you back from growing. Having faith in yourself doesn't mean being boastful or excessively confident. It's about understanding your value and what you can achieve. It's fine to recognize what you can't do while still having faith in your capacity to learn, improve, and face difficulties. Adopt a mindset that views failures as chances to learn and believes that skills and intelligence can improve with time. Finally, be kind to yourself. Be as kind and understanding to yourself as you would be to a good friend. Understand that everyone errs and experiences times of uncertainty. Rather than criticizing yourself for what you think are flaws, try to give yourself kind and supportive words. This self-compassion helps create a supportive inner space where your self-belief can grow. Having faith in yourself is an ongoing process, not a final goal. It takes regular effort and practice. As you work on your self-belief, you create new chances for growth and fulfillment. You are special, able, and deserving of success. Believe in yourself, trust what you can do, and let that confidence lead you to a meaningful and successful life. Lesson 2. Life is not a competition or a sprint. In our busy society focused on success, it's common to see life as a constant competition. We frequently assess our value based on random goals and look at how we are doing compared to others. This way of thinking can really hurt our mental health and overall well-being. Realize that life isn't a competition or a race. It's a personal journey for everyone. Life milestones like graduating from college, getting married, buying a house, or achieving a certain career level can lead to added stress and worry. These societal expectations do not consider the different paths people can take in the various situations that influence our lives. Focusing too much on these random milestones can cause us to overlook the beauty and richness of our own experiences. Viewing life as a competition can create ongoing stress and unhappiness. We might always be looking for the next goal, not really satisfied with where we are right now. This way of thinking can take away the happiness and satisfaction we get from valuing our current situation and our own development. It can also make us feel inadequate and unsure of ourselves when we see others winning or moving ahead more quickly than we are. Rather than seeing life as a competition, accept your own speed. Each person has their own schedule for growing personally and professionally. What is most important is not the speed at which you achieve certain goals, but the growth and learning you gain during the journey. When you concentrate on your own path, you can develop a better understanding of yourself and be true to who you are. This helps you make decisions that match your real values and goals. Taking your time doesn't mean you should stop trying or abandon your goals. It means creating achievable goals for yourself that take into account your individual situation, skills, and wants. It means acknowledging your achievements, even the little ones, and understanding that challenges and changes are normal in a journey. This can help lessen the anxiety and pressure that arise from always comparing yourself to others or trying to fulfill outside expectations. Discovering satisfaction in personal growth is an important part of viewing life as a journey instead of a race. This change in viewpoint helps you concentrate on your own growth and improvement instead of always comparing yourself to others. Personal growth can happen in different ways, like learning new skills, improving emotional intelligence, building meaningful relationships, or following your passions and interests. Focusing on these parts of your life can help you find purpose and happiness that doesn't rely on competing with others or hitting specific goals. Success and happiness are unique for each person. What makes one person feel fulfilled might not have the same effect on someone else. When you stop thinking of life as a competition, you can discover what really matters to you and decide what success means for you. This could mean valuing experiences more than things, emphasizing personal relationships instead of job success, or enjoying creative activities rather than conventional achievements. Having this mindset helps you to be more empathetic and understanding towards others. When we stop seeing life as a race, we can value the different journeys people have and the special difficulties they encounter. This viewpoint encourages a feeling of togetherness and support for one another instead of competition and criticism. Seeing life as a unique journey instead of a competition is important for our mental health and personal happiness. When we accept our own speed, appreciate our growth, and set our own standards for success, we can live more genuine and fulfilling lives. Focus on improving yourself compared to who you were yesterday. Your journey is unique to you, and what really counts are the experiences, lessons, and growth you gain along the way. Lesson 3: Your own special qualities. In a world that often pushes us to fit in, noticing and accepting your own uniqueness is a strong way to show self-love and grow as a person. We all come into the world with unique qualities, experiences, and viewpoints that shape our identity. These special traits are not just surface-level differences. They are the core of who we are and the reason we can make a real difference in the world around us. Start by taking some time to think about what makes you unique. Think about the experiences that have influenced you, the difficulties you faced, and the times that have made you happy. These parts make up your personal story, which is uniquely yours. Consider the traits that your friends and family frequently compliment you on. Maybe it's your creativity, your ability to analyze things, your empathy, or your sense of humor. Your unique qualities are what make you special and one of a kind. Embracing who you are doesn't require you to stand out in a big way from others. It's about recognizing and valuing the small details that define you. You might have a special way of tackling issues, a unique laugh, or a specific interest that brings you joy. The little things you do are what make you unique and show that you matter in the world. Recognizing your uniqueness can be a strong advantage. Rather than hiding or altering what makes you unique, focus on using those qualities to your advantage. If you're naturally introverted, for instance, don't push yourself to be the center of attention at social gatherings. Focus on your skill to listen carefully and build strong personal connections with others. If you think differently, use that to offer new ideas in your work or personal projects. When you start to value your own special traits, you might notice that you compare yourself to others less and feel less pressured to conform to a style that isn't right for you. This is an important part of growing as a person and accepting yourself. Your flaws or weaknesses might actually be your greatest strengths if you look at them in a different way. It can be tough to resist the urge to fit in, particularly in a world that usually values being the same as everyone else. History has many examples of people who made important contributions simply because they chose to be different. People who have made a significant impact on the world, like artists, inventors, leaders, and thinkers, are often those who accepted their individuality instead of trying to fit in. To enhance your sense of uniqueness, think about trying out new interests and experiences. Engage in activities that challenge you, connect with people from various backgrounds, and open yourself up to different ideas and viewpoints. Every new experience adds to your life, helping you understand yourself and the world better. Be around people who value and celebrate what makes you special. Look for relationships and groups that support you in being your true self. These helpful settings can give you the confidence and support you need to fully accept who you are. As you move forward on this path of understanding yourself and accepting who you are, noticing what makes you special is something that takes time. Your special traits can grow and change as time goes on, and that's completely fine. The aim is not to strictly limit who you are, but to be open to change while being true to your fundamental self. By accepting what makes you unique, you improve your own life and add something important to the world. Your unique viewpoint, abilities, and experiences enable you to provide solutions, create art, or offer help in ways that are entirely your own. When you acknowledge and appreciate what sets you apart, you allow yourself to be true to who you are and encourage others to follow suit. In a world that often encourages sameness, being different is your strength. It's what makes you special, important, and able to offer something unique to the world. Welcome it, take care of it, and allow it to lead you to a life that is genuinely yours. Your uniqueness is a core part of you. It should be recognized, celebrated, and shared with everyone. Lesson 5. Don't compare your life to others. In today's connected world, it's very easy to start comparing ourselves to others all the time. Social media platforms show us selected moments from other people's lives, which can make us see things in a way that isn't quite real. Being constantly exposed to what looks like perfect lives can make people feel inadequate, doubt themselves, and even feel depressed. Comparing your life to others doesn't help you and can actually harm your personal growth and happiness. Constantly comparing yourself to others can have serious negative effects and can greatly affect your mental health. Comparing yourself to others can lead to feelings of disappointment and frustration. It's common to feel jealous of what others have accomplished, to feel down because of their successes, or to worry about what you think you lack. Comparing yourself to others can create a poor self-image and make it hard to value your own path and achievements. To overcome this harmful habit, create strategies to avoid comparing yourself to others. A good approach is to reduce your time on social media and other things that make you compare yourself to others. Think about unfollowing accounts that make you feel less than your best or setting limits on your screen time. Instead, concentrate on building genuine relationships and experiences that make you happy and satisfied. One effective method is to work on being self-aware. When you find yourself comparing, take a moment to think about why you're doing it. Are you looking for approval? Do you feel unsure about something in your life? When you understand why you compare yourself to others, you can tackle those issues and find better ways to cope. Shifting your attention to your own growth is an important step in escaping the comparison trap. Focus on your own progress rather than comparing yourself to others, and take time to acknowledge your achievements. Write in a journal to record your accomplishments, even if they feel minor. This practice will help you see how far you've come and boost your self-confidence as time goes on. Having a growth mindset can help you resist the temptation to compare yourself to others. Believe that you can improve your skills and intelligence with effort and commitment. This change in thinking helps you see challenges as chances to grow instead of dangers to your self-esteem. When you see someone who seems more successful or talented, instead of feeling jealous, look at them as a source of inspiration and learn from their experiences. Each person's journey in life is different. Your situation, experiences, and difficulties are unique to you, and comparing them to someone else's is not really fair or helpful. Rather than trying to meet someone else's expectations or schedule, concentrate on creating your own idea of success and happiness. Be thankful for what you have and for who you are. Noticing the good things in your life can help you focus less on what you think is missing. This doesn't mean you should overlook areas for improvement, but instead, it suggests that you should focus on personal growth with self-acceptance and appreciation. If you start comparing yourself to others, try changing how you think about it. Rather than thinking, "They're so much more successful than me," consider saying, "I'm inspired by their success and I'm on my own path to achieving my goals." This small change in how you think can really affect how you see yourself and others. Things may not be better elsewhere. What we see of other people's lives is usually just a small, carefully curated part of their reality. Everyone has their own challenges and struggles, even if they aren't obvious to others. When you understand this, you can be more empathetic towards others and show yourself more kindness. To stop comparing yourself to others, concentrate on becoming the best version of yourself instead of trying to outdo someone else. Be proud of what makes you different, recognize how far you've come, and have faith in your own path. Doing this will help you find more happiness and fulfillment, and it will encourage others to do the same. Your life is a unique and wonderful journey. Embrace it completely and stop comparing it to others. Lesson 6. Today is an improvement over yesterday. Each day offers a chance to grow, learn, and improve yourself. The idea that today is better than yesterday is more than just a nice saying. It's a strong way of thinking that can change your life. Notice and value the progress you've achieved, even if it's minor, and use that energy to move ahead. Every morning when we wake up, we can make a choice. We can think about past mistakes, regrets, or missed chances, or we can decide to concentrate on the present and the possibilities it offers. When we accept that today is an improvement over yesterday, we allow ourselves to explore new opportunities and grow as people. One key part of this mindset is recognizing and valuing your own progress. Sometimes we concentrate so much on our big goals that we overlook the little steps we take every day to reach them. These little wins, like finishing a task you've delayed, picking up a new skill, or keeping a positive mindset during tough times, are all worth celebrating. Recognizing these achievements helps us feel more confident and motivated to keep progressing. Know that progress doesn't always happen in a straight line. Some days might seem like you're moving forward and then taking a step back, but that doesn't change the progress you're making overall. Every setback or challenge is a chance to learn and improve, helping you to deal with similar situations better in the future. Even tough days help make today better than yesterday. Understanding what we can gain from our past experiences is an important part of this way of thinking. Yesterday's mistakes and failures are not there to hold you back. They are meant to teach you important lessons. By thinking about these experiences and learning from them, you can make better choices and take more effective actions today. This ongoing learning and improvement means that every day adds to what we learned and experienced before. Making daily goals that you can reach is a straightforward way to live by the idea that today is better than yesterday. These goals can be small and straightforward. They might include reading a few pages of a book, practicing a new language for 15 minutes, or contacting a friend you haven't talked to in a while. Set goals that are clear, can be measured, and are realistic to achieve in a single day. When you achieve these small goals regularly, you'll feel a sense of success and growth that shows each day is better than the one before. This way of thinking doesn't involve ignoring or dismissing the challenges and difficulties you face in life. It's about deciding to concentrate on growth and getting better, even with these challenges. When you keep a positive attitude and try to improve each day, you build strength and can handle life's challenges more easily. Being thankful fits well with this way of thinking. Spending a little time each day to think about what you appreciate can help you see more of the good things in your life instead of what you don't have. This practice helps you see the progress you've made and the good things in your life that you might miss otherwise. The aim is to make progress, not to achieve perfection. Some days you might see a big improvement, while on other days it could be small and hard to notice. Keep putting in steady effort for growth and improvement, knowing that these small daily actions will add up to big changes over time. When you believe that today is better than yesterday, you're not just being positive, you're choosing to grow and improve yourself every day. This way of thinking helps you take charge of your life, focusing on improving yourself a little each day. It's a helpful tool for personal growth, keeping you motivated, strong, and focused on your goals, regardless of the challenges you encounter. As you go through each day, think about this: what can I do today to improve on yesterday? By regularly considering this question in your actions and mindset, you'll be on a journey of steady growth, making each day a move towards becoming your best self. Lesson 7. Stop questioning what you can do. Everyone experiences self-doubt at times. We hear those persistent thoughts that suggest we aren't good enough, smart enough, or talented enough to reach our goals. Self-limiting beliefs can be very strong, preventing us from achieving our full potential and living the life we really want. It's time to stop doubting yourself and start believing in what you can do. To overcome self-doubt, start by recognizing your self-limiting beliefs. Your beliefs about yourself can stop you from acting or chasing your dreams. Some common self-limiting beliefs are: I'm not smart enough, I don't have what it takes, or I'll never be successful. Spend some time thinking about your own thoughts and identify the specific beliefs that are stopping you from moving forward. After you find these beliefs, it's time to question them. Consider whether there is any solid proof to back up these thoughts. Many times, these beliefs come from fear or previous experiences instead of actual facts. Find instances in your life that go against these negative beliefs. Have you ever achieved something you thought was impossible at first? Have you been acknowledged or complimented for your skills or talents? Draw on these positive experiences to help overcome your self-doubt. Talking negatively to yourself is a big reason for feeling unsure about yourself. Notice how you talk to yourself in your mind. Would you speak to a friend or someone you care about in the same manner? If that's the case, it's time to adjust how you talk to yourself. Change negative thoughts into positive statements and support yourself. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try saying, "This is challenging, but I can figure it out with time." This positive way of thinking will feel more natural and help increase your confidence. Having confidence in your ability to succeed in certain situations is important for overcoming self-doubt. Begin by creating small, realistic goals for yourself. When you achieve these goals, you'll feel more confident in what you can do and will be more willing to tackle bigger challenges. Don't forget to celebrate your achievements, even if they feel minor. Every achievement helps you believe in yourself more. Taking on new challenges is a strong way to beat self-doubt. Pushing yourself beyond what feels comfortable shows you that you can do more than you realized. Begin with small steps if necessary, but slowly tackle tasks or projects that make you feel a bit uneasy. Every time you face a new challenge and succeed, you'll feel more confident and believe even more in what you can do. Everyone feels self-doubt sometimes, including the most successful people. They manage it differently. Don't let self-doubt hold you back. Instead, turn it into a reason to get better and grow. See challenges as chances to learn and gain new skills instead of thinking of them as possible failures. Being around positive people can help you fight against self-doubt. Find mentors, friends, or colleagues who trust you and encourage your goals. Their support and viewpoint can be really helpful when you start to doubt yourself. Also, pay attention to those who often question your skills or add negativity to your life. Sometimes you might need to step away from these influences to keep your self-confidence safe. Developing self-belief takes time and effort. There will be challenges and times when you feel uncertain, but don't let these stop you from moving forward. Be kind and patient with yourself, just like you would be with a good friend. When you make a mistake or encounter a setback, see it as a chance to learn instead of judging your value or skills. When you focus on overcoming self-doubt and trusting in your abilities, you will probably see good changes in different areas of your life. You might start taking more chances, going after opportunities you once thought were impossible, and feeling happier with your personal and work life. When you believe in yourself more, it can create a positive loop. Your rising confidence helps you achieve more, and those successes make you believe in yourself even more. In summary, overcoming self-doubt and trusting in your abilities is an important part of personal growth and reaching your goals. To overcome self-doubt and reach your full potential, focus on recognizing and questioning your limiting beliefs, changing negative thoughts about yourself, boosting your confidence, taking on new challenges, and being around positive people. You can achieve much more than you think you can right now. Now is the moment to stop having doubts and begin to trust in yourself. Lesson 8. Appreciate what you have. As we explore ourselves and grow, one of the strongest tools we can use is gratitude. Counting our blessings can change how we see things, improve our self-esteem, and help us avoid comparing ourselves to others. When we pay attention to what we have instead of what we don't, we start to see the value in our lives and the journey we are on. Gratitude goes beyond just saying thank you. It's a way of thinking that helps us notice the good things in our lives, even the little ones. By practicing gratitude, we help our minds focus on the good things in our lives, even when things are tough. Changing our focus can greatly affect how we feel about ourselves and our overall happiness. Creating a gratitude practice can be straightforward and quick. Taking a few moments each day to think about what you're thankful for can be very easy. One way to begin is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you are thankful for. These can be important things like a caring family or a satisfying job, or little joys like a cozy cup of coffee or a lovely sunset. Be clear and truly feel grateful as you recognize each blessing. When you include gratitude in your daily life, you will probably see a change in how you view things. Things that used to seem normal or unimportant can become more meaningful. You may come to value the coziness of your bed, the dependability of your car, or the generosity of a stranger. Being more aware of the good things in your life can help you stop comparing yourself to others. When we compare our lives to others, we usually concentrate on what we think is missing. We may feel jealous of another person's job success, love life, or things they own. When we focus on gratitude, we start to notice the abundance in our lives. We understand that our own blessings and experiences are special and important, no matter how they compare to those of others. Being grateful can help improve how we feel about ourselves. Recognizing and valuing our blessings helps us remember our worth and the good influence we have on the world around us. We can appreciate our ability to bring joy to others, our potential to learn and improve, or our strength when facing difficulties. These insights can help reduce negative self-talk and self-doubt, strengthening our confidence in ourselves and our abilities. Additionally, being grateful can enhance our relationships and social ties. Showing appreciation for others helps us build stronger connections and encourages a cycle of kindness and recognition. This can help create a more supportive social network, which is important for our well-being and personal growth. Being grateful doesn't mean we overlook or brush aside the difficulties we face. It's really about achieving balance and seeing things clearly. Even during tough times, you can usually find small blessings. Recognizing these good things helps us stay strong and hopeful, even while we face our challenges. As you work on your gratitude practice, take your time and be kind to yourself. Just like with any new habit, it might take some time for it to feel natural and automatic. Some days it can be simpler to notice what you're thankful for than on other days. That's fine. It's essential to keep going even when it seems tough. As time goes on, you may notice that gratitude starts to feel like a normal part of how you think, making your views and interactions more positive. Counting your blessings is not about comparing yourself to others or showing that your life is superior to anyone else's. It's about seeing and valuing the special talents and experiences that shape your own path. When you focus on gratitude, you are choosing to appreciate your own life instead of comparing it to someone else's. This change can create a feeling of happiness and calm that nothing outside of ourselves can give. As you move forward in your journey of self-discovery and personal growth, let gratitude be a key part of it. Recognize the good things in your life, no matter how small, and see how your outlook changes, your confidence increases, and your gratitude for your own special journey expands. As you do this, you'll notice that the urge to compare yourself to others fades away, giving way to a true feeling of happiness and acceptance of yourself. Lesson 9. It's fine to take a break but keep going. In our busy world, it's common to get caught up in always moving, always aiming for the next goal or achievement. We often overlook that rest is essential for our physical and mental health, not just a luxury. Find a balance between taking time to rest and keeping up our progress in personal growth. Rest is a key part of living a healthy and productive life. It helps our bodies heal, refresh our minds to understand information and experiences, and our spirits to connect with our true selves. Not getting enough rest can lead to burnout, lower productivity, and health problems. Understand that resting is not a sign of weakness or laziness. It is an important part of keeping ourselves healthy and effective. Know the difference between restful pauses and complete stops. Rest, but we should be cautious not to let these breaks become long stretches of doing nothing. The aim is to use rest to improve our journey, not to use it as a reason to give up on it completely. Think of rest as a quick break during a long race. Formula One drivers make stops during a Grand Prix. They pause at key moments to refuel, change tires, and make needed adjustments. These stops are short but important, helping the drivers to keep racing with more energy and better performance. We should see our rest times as chances to recharge our bodies and minds, rethink our plans, and get ready for what comes next. Finding the right mix of rest and productivity takes some understanding and practice. It's about knowing when to take a break and when to keep going. Listen to what your body and mind are telling you. Do you feel stressed, tired, or have trouble concentrating? You may need to take a break if you notice these signs. If you keep delaying tasks or forgetting your goals, it may be a good idea to get back on track and build some momentum again. A good way to keep this balance is to add regular planned breaks into your routine. You can take short breaks during your workday, set aside time for meditation or relaxation, or make sure you get enough sleep each night. When you make rest a regular part of your life, you are less likely to experience burnout or long stretches of inactivity. Recognize the various types of rest. Resting your body, like sleeping or relaxing, is important for recovery. Taking a break for your mind, such as through meditation or a hobby, helps it to refresh and regain energy. Taking time for emotional rest, like being with loved ones or focusing on self-care, is important for your mental health. Adding different types of rest to your routine can help you feel refreshed and prepared for new challenges. When you take time to rest, make it meaningful. Participate in activities that refresh and energize you. Everyone has their own preferences. For some, it could be reading a book or going for a nature walk, while for others, it might be doing yoga or engaging in a creative hobby. Pick activities that make you feel energized and inspired instead of tired or regretful. Resting is meant to improve your progress, not stop it. Take your breaks to think and plan ahead. Think about what you've done so far, the difficulties you've encountered, and any changes you may need to consider for the future. This practice can help you come back to your tasks with fresh clarity and focus. If you're having a hard time getting back on track after taking a break, begin with small steps. Make goals that are easy to handle and take small steps to get back on track with what you want to achieve. Enjoy these little wins as you work your way back to your old speed. Progress doesn't always happen in a straight line. Sometimes you'll be very busy and other times things will be quieter. As long as you're making progress overall, doing well, rest is an important part of a successful and happy life, but it should help you move forward, not hold you back. Take advantage of strategic rest to improve your journey, recharge, and move towards your goals with fresh energy. Take breaks, but keep believing in yourself and working towards your goals. Your journey is special to you. By balancing action and rest, you'll be ready to handle its ups and downs and achieve your idea of success. Lesson 10. Everyone is dealing with their own struggles. In life, it's common to compare ourselves to others, thinking their lives are easier, more successful, or more fulfilling than ours. But this view overlooks an important fact. Everyone is dealing with their own struggles, which are often hidden from others. Invisible struggles are a strong idea. They remind us that behind smiles and social media posts, everyone has their own burdens, fears, and challenges. These challenges can appear in various ways, such as mental health concerns, money problems, relationship difficulties, and job uncertainties. Grasping this can help us feel more connected to others and give us a clearer view of our own difficulties. Understanding how others feel is an important way to escape the habit of comparing ourselves to them. When we see that everyone faces their own challenges, we become kinder and less quick to judge. This change in viewpoint helps us view others not as rivals or standards for our success, but as companions on the intricate journey of life. Looks can be misleading. Today, social media makes it simple to show a polished version of our lives, highlighting the good moments while keeping the tough times out of sight. This can give the wrong idea that other people have perfect, trouble-free lives. But when the cameras are off or the doors are closed, everyone experiences times of uncertainty, fear, and challenges. When we recognize that everyone faces their own challenges, we can gain strength from our common experiences. Understanding this can be very freeing, as it shows us that we share our struggles with others. It can encourage us to share our own struggles, leading to real connections and support. When we meet someone who appears to have everything figured out, we're only seeing a tiny piece of their story. The coworker who appears confident and successful might actually be dealing with imposter syndrome. A friend who seems to have a perfect relationship may actually be dealing with complicated feelings that aren't visible to others. A family member who appears to be doing well with money might actually be feeling stressed about debt. Realizing that everyone has difficulties can help us treat ourselves with more kindness. Understanding that everyone faces challenges helps us be kinder to ourselves when we encounter our own problems. Being kind to yourself is important for keeping a good view of yourself and for growing, even when you face challenges. Also, understanding that everyone faces challenges can motivate us to help and support one another. When we realize that everyone has their own struggles, we are more likely to lend a hand, listen, or say something supportive. This helps others and also makes our own lives better by creating meaningful connections and feeling good about making a positive difference. We should think about how what we do and say can affect those who are quietly facing challenges. A kind act or a thoughtful gesture can really help someone who is dealing with hidden struggles. Treating everyone with empathy and understanding helps us build a supportive and caring environment for everyone. Keeping in mind that everyone has their own struggles can help us grow personally and strengthen our relationships. It helps us stop making harmful comparisons, builds empathy and connection, and promotes a kinder view of ourselves and others. By adopting this view, we can handle our own difficulties more effectively and help create a kinder and more supportive world. As we move forward in building our self-belief and personal growth, let this understanding influence how we interact with others and how we see the world. Lesson 11. No one is superior to you. In a world that often focuses on competition and comparison, it's easy to think that others are simply better than we are. We see what they have achieved, how they live, or how happy they seem, and think that they must have something special that we don't. This belief is not only wrong but also bad for our growth and self-esteem. People are not better than you, they are just different. We need to break down the idea of superiority to understand this concept. Society often shows us limited and unrealistic ideas of success, beauty, and value. These ideas can make us feel not good enough when we don't meet them, causing us to put others on a higher level. What we see in others is often just the surface, like their best moments, so to speak. We are unaware of their challenges, uncertainties, or setbacks. Everyone, regardless of how accomplished or composed they appear, faces their own challenges and insecurities. Each person has their own mix of strengths and weaknesses. What is easy for one person might be hard for another, and the opposite can also be true. The variety among people is what makes life interesting and intricate. Rather than seeing others as superior, we can recognize and value the different skills and qualities that each person offers. This change in viewpoint helps us recognize that we and others are equal players in life, each bringing our own important contributions. Recognizing your own value is an important step in moving past the idea that others are superior to you. This doesn't mean having a big ego or ignoring places where you can get better. It's about understanding your worth as a person, regardless of what you've done or how you measure up to others. Your value is not based on your job title, how much money you have, or how many followers you have on social media. It's a part of who you are in your ability to grow, be kind, and create. To recognize your value, begin by noticing your strengths and achievements, even if they appear minor. Enjoy your achievements and the special moments that have influenced who you are. Your journey is unique to you and it holds just as much value, even if it looks different from others. Be kind to yourself when you encounter challenges or errors, recognizing that everyone goes through these situations and they don't define your value. Creating healthy relationships that focus on mutual respect is an important part of breaking down the better-than mindset. Seeing others as better than us can make us feel less important, which can create problems in our relationships. Try to build relationships where both people see and value each other's special traits. This doesn't mean we overlook differences in skill or experience. It's about valuing each person's worth and recognizing where we can learn from each other. When you talk to others, make sure to really listen and show that you care. Make an effort to see things from their point of view and recognize their experiences without making judgments. Also, feel free to express your own thoughts and feelings. When you encourage open and honest communication, you build a space where respect and understanding thrive. Pay attention to how you speak about yourself and others. Don't make negative remarks about yourself or overly praise others. Try to use words that show you appreciate your own worth and recognize the value in others without comparing them. Changing the way you talk can really affect how you think in the long run. Appreciating what someone else has done or who they are doesn't mean you have to feel less about yourself. You can admire and find inspiration in others without feeling less than them. Let these feelings of admiration inspire you to grow and develop your own unique talents instead of making you feel inadequate. Believing that people are not better than you means understanding that all human beings are fundamentally equal. Everyone has their own journey, their own challenges, and their own successes. When you accept this truth, you let go of the pressure to compare yourself to others and allow for real connections with people. You make room for self-love and personal growth, letting yourself thrive in your own special way. Next time you think someone is better than you, take a moment to remember they're not better, just different. The differences among us create a beautiful and diverse world. Lesson 12. Your dream life is meant for you alone. In a world filled with images of success and happiness, it's simple to forget what really matters to us. Sometimes we go after dreams that don't belong to us, aim for goals that others think are important, and judge our value based on random criteria. Your dream life is special to you, and accepting that figuring out what success means to you is the first step to living a life that truly reflects who you are. You don't have to know every detail, but understand what makes you happy, fulfilled, and gives you a sense of purpose. Spend a little time thinking about what is really important to you. Is this a form of creative expression? What is financial freedom? How can you make a positive impact in your community? Your idea of success might be different from someone else's, and that's completely fine. After you understand what success means to you, make sure your goals match your values. Your values help you make choices and guide what you do. They guide you and help you stay focused when things get tough. When your goals match your values, you are more likely to feel happy and driven in what you do. If you care about spending time with your family, then working 80-hour weeks to get ahead in your job may not match what you really want. Be truthful with yourself about your desires and the reasons behind them. As you explore yourself and set your goals, you will likely encounter outside pressures and expectations. People close to us, like friends and family as well as society, often share their thoughts on how we should live our lives. Some of this advice might be given with good intentions, but notice when these outside opinions are overshadowing your own inner thoughts. Not giving in to these pressures doesn't mean ignoring all advice or shutting yourself off from others. It means learning to recognize and remove what doesn't help you be your true self. Making a plan for your personal journey involves more than just setting goals. It's about building a life that reflects who you really are. This plan should be adaptable, making room for changes and surprises as we go along. Begin by dividing your big idea into smaller, easier steps. Take time to appreciate every achievement, big or small, as they all help you move toward your ideal life. This journey is about growing and changing as you go, not just about getting to a final destination. As you start this journey, it's normal to feel unsure or a bit afraid. Sometimes it's normal to wonder if you're making the best decisions or if you can reach your goals. It's normal to have doubts, but don't let them stop you. Have confidence in your skills to manage your own life. Your experiences, skills, and viewpoints are special, making you well-suited to chase your own idea of success. Your dream life can change over time. Your dreams and goals can change as you grow and develop. Stay open to changes and feel free to update your plan as needed. What felt important in your 20s may not matter as much in your 40s, and that's perfectly fine. Being able to review and adjust your goals is a positive quality, not a negative one. Accepting that your dream life is meant for you also involves releasing the need to explain your decisions to others. Remember that you don't need to explain your choices to anyone as long as they don't hurt others. This way of thinking can be very freeing, helping you let go of the need to always seek approval or validation from others. As you follow your own journey, don't forget to treat yourself with kindness. The path to your dream life can be bumpy and unpredictable. There will be challenges, errors, and times when you feel uncertain. View these as chances to learn instead of seeing them as failures. Every challenge you face helps you grow stronger and wiser, making you the person who can achieve your dream life. Accepting that your dream life belongs to you is a way to show love and respect for yourself. It's about respecting who you truly are and having faith in your own path. As you progress, remember that the most satisfying life is one that you create for yourself, shaped by your values, interests, and personal idea of success. Your ideal life is ready for you, not someone else's idea of it, but the one that truly connects with who you are. Welcome it, chase it, and above all, have fun on the path to making it happen. Lesson 13. Accepting flaws in our journey. For self-improvement and personal growth, we often get caught up in trying to be perfect. We hold very high standards for ourselves, thinking that anything that isn't perfect is not good enough. But trying to be perfect can actually harm our well-being and slow down our progress. It's time to accept that imperfections are part of life and see the beauty in our flaws and mistakes. Being imperfect is a natural part of being human. Everyone has imperfections and can make errors. We learn, grow, and become stronger through our imperfections. Accepting our imperfections helps us let go of unrealistic expectations and allows us to explore new possibilities. Our flaws and mistakes are not things to be embarrassed about. They are chances for us to grow and learn more about ourselves. Whenever we trip or don't meet our goals, we get the opportunity to learn important things about ourselves and our surroundings. These experiences influence us, develop our character, and add to our individual story. Learning from mistakes is an important part of growing as a person. By accepting our flaws, we are more open to taking chances and moving beyond what feels safe. We know that failure is not the final outcome but a step towards success. When we change how we think about failure, we can face challenges with curiosity and strength instead of fear and uncertainty. Beating perfectionism takes time and kindness towards yourself. It requires us to question our long-held beliefs about our value and abilities. Begin by noticing the unrealistic expectations you have for yourself and think about where they come from. Are these values really yours or did outside influences shape them? After you spot these perfectionist habits, you can start to question and change them. Be kind to yourself like you would be to a good friend. Show yourself understanding and care when you make a mistake or don't reach your goals. Try not to be hard on yourself. Recognize the work you've put in and the insights you've gained. Remember that making mistakes is a normal part of growing, and your value isn't based on what you achieve or how perfect you seem. Accepting imperfection means appreciating your special traits and differences. These are the aspects that define you and distinguish you from others. Rather than aiming to fit a perfect image of yourself, celebrate what makes you unique. Your flaws might actually be your biggest strengths if you look at them in a new way. When you start to accept imperfection, you'll notice it greatly affects how you connect with others. When you acknowledge your own flaws, you become more open and understanding of the imperfections in others. This helps build stronger connections and more real relationships. As you allow room for openness and true human experiences, perfection doesn't really exist, and trying to achieve it can result in ongoing dissatisfaction and unhappiness. Real growth and happiness come from accepting the journey, including all its highs and lows, twists and turns. When you accept your flaws, you allow yourself to be human and to live life in all its messy and beautiful ways. Accepting imperfection doesn't mean you stop trying to improve yourself or that you accept being average. It means looking at your personal growth in a way that is more balanced and kind. Make achievable goals, acknowledge your progress, and treat yourself with kindness during the journey. Realize that setbacks and mistakes are chances to learn and improve, not failures. When you practice self-compassion and accept your flaws, you'll notice an increase in your self-confidence. You will grow stronger when facing challenges and be more open to taking risks. Your relationships will grow stronger, and you'll feel more genuine in every part of your life. Let go of trying to be perfect and appreciate the beauty of being yourself, even with your flaws. Embrace your imperfections, gain insights from your errors, and face life with a sense of wonder and receptiveness. Our imperfections are what make us human and help us connect with others more deeply. By accepting imperfections, you can experience real freedom and lead a more genuine and satisfying life. Lesson 14. Supporting your interests. As we explore ourselves and grow, one of the strongest tools we have is our passions. These are the things that inspire us, bringing excitement and a feeling of purpose. Taking care of your passions is important for living a happy life and building a strong identity. Finding out what really excites you is the first step in developing your passions. This process usually involves looking inward and trying things out. Remember your childhood. What activities could you enjoy for hours on end? Which school subjects inspired you to want to learn more? As we grow up, we often forget about our natural interests hidden beneath our responsibilities and what society expects from us. Spend some time finding them again or check out new places that interest you. After you find your passions, the next step is to carve out time for them in your hectic schedule. This usually needs a deliberate choice to focus on these activities. Many people believe that following our passions is selfish or not useful, but that's not the case at all. Doing things we love refreshes us, enhances our creativity, and usually helps us be more productive in other parts of our lives. Begin by setting aside small amounts of time for the things you love. This could involve getting up an hour earlier to write, dedicating Sunday afternoons to painting, or using your lunch break to practice a musical instrument. When you enjoy your passions, you might start to find more time for them on your own. Your interests can really help you grow as a person. When we do things we enjoy, we tend to push ourselves more, take chances, and keep going even when things get tough. Being resilient and open to learning can positively impact other parts of our lives, creating a growth mindset that helps us in many ways. Additionally, our interests often help us gain new skills and knowledge. If you love cooking, you might find yourself exploring nutrition, various cultures, or even the science behind it all. Enjoying hiking might lead to a curiosity about environmental issues or the history of the area. As you explore your interests, you may notice personal growth in surprising ways. Our passions can help us discover a sense of purpose in life. When we participate in activities that are important to us, we often feel a sense of harmony, like we are doing exactly what we are supposed to be doing. This feeling can guide us and give our lives purpose, making it easier to face challenges while understanding who we are and what matters to us. Passions can be small and still hold great value. You might enjoy gardening, solving puzzles, or collecting vintage items. What's important is not what the passion is, but the happiness and satisfaction it gives you. Your interests can change and grow as you take care of them. This is completely normal and should be accepted. Give yourself the chance to try new things and move on from those that aren't helpful anymore. Your passions show who you are inside, and as you develop and evolve, they might change too. Sharing what you love with others can be very fulfilling. It can help you connect with people who share your interests, create chances to work together, and give you the chance to motivate others. But be careful not to let outside approval be your main reason for doing things. Your passions are valuable because they make you feel fulfilled. In a world that focuses on getting things done and achieving goals, it's easy to forget how important it is to take care of our passions. These activities, which might appear unimportant or unrealistic at first glance, often provide our lives with depth, joy, and meaning. They link us to who we truly are and help us remember the depth and beauty of being human. Commit to taking care of what you love. Allow yourself to try new things, have fun, and enjoy spending time on what you love. Your passions are not a distraction from your real life. They are a vital part of living fully and being true to yourself. When you nurture and appreciate them, you're not only engaging in a hobby or interest, you're also focusing on your own growth and development. By doing this, you will probably notice that you grow in confidence, resilience, and authenticity, traits that will benefit you in every part of your life. Lesson 15. Creating a helpful community. As we work on our personal growth and self-belief, one important factor is the group of people we have around us. The relationships we build and keep can greatly affect how we think, our drive, and our general happiness. Creating a supportive network means more than just being surrounded by people. It's about forming real connections with those who lift you up, motivate you, and help you grow into your best self. Start by surrounding yourself with positive influences to build a supportive network. These are the people who spread positivity, energy, and a willingness to take on challenges. They see opportunities when others see problems, and they have a talent for brightening your mood even during tough times. Look for people who have similar values and goals and who are also working on their personal growth and self-improvement. Their energy and attitude can spread easily, helping you stay positive even when you face difficulties. It's also important to see that not every relationship in your life helps you grow as a person. Some people, whether they mean to or not, can affect your self-esteem and motivation in a negative way. These might be people who always criticize, question your skills, or try to stop you from following your dreams. It's not always easy or necessary to completely sever connections with these people, particularly if they are family or longtime friends, but establish boundaries. This could involve spending less time with them, choosing carefully what you share, or finding ways to disagree with their negative opinions in a respectful manner. Setting boundaries is not about being mean. It's about taking care of your mental and emotional health. When you create your support network, think about finding mentors and getting advice. Mentors are people who have experienced what you're going through and can provide helpful insights, advice, and viewpoints. They can assist you in overcoming challenges, steering clear of typical mistakes, and speeding up your personal and professional development. A mentor can be anyone, not just someone from a formal program. It might be a respected coworker, a trusted friend who has more experience, or even an author or public figure whose work you admire. Look for someone with experience and knowledge that you can learn from. Getting support is important, but it's also vital to help support others. Supporting your friends, family, and colleagues helps build stronger relationships and also aids in your personal development. By offering encouragement, listening, or sharing your experiences to help someone, you strengthen your own beliefs and values. Helping others can make you feel better about yourself and give you a sense of purpose and satisfaction. Creating a supportive network means fostering a sense of teamwork instead of rivalry. In a world that often highlights personal success, it's simple to start viewing others as competitors. A supportive network works on the idea that everyone can succeed together. Celebrating others' successes like they are your own and providing real support during tough times helps build a space where everyone can grow and encourage each other. Building a supportive network takes time and doesn't happen all at once. It takes time, effort, and sometimes a little experimentation. Consider stepping out of what feels familiar. You could go to networking events, join clubs or groups that match your interests, or connect with people you look up to. It's okay if some connections don't turn out the way you hoped. Every interaction, regardless of whether it develops into a lasting relationship, is a chance to learn and grow. In today's digital world, your support system can include people you connect with online, not just those you see in person. Online communities, social media groups, and virtual mentorship programs can be great places to find support and connect with others. Treat online relationships like you would in real life. Make sure these digital connections match your values and help you on your journey. The aim of creating a supportive network is not to fill your circle with people who just agree with everything you say or do. Real support usually means giving helpful feedback, having open talks, and sometimes pushing you to see things differently. Build connections with those who genuinely care about you and want to help you thrive and achieve your goals. Creating a supportive network is key to having confidence in yourself and growing personally. When you spend time with positive people, set limits with those who bring negativity, look for mentors and help others, you build a space that boosts your confidence and helps you reach your goals. Your network is a valuable support system, offering motivation, guidance, and inspiration as you face life's challenges and enjoy its successes. Lesson 16. Practicing mindfulness. In today's busy world, where there are many distractions and our focus is often divided, practicing mindfulness is more important than ever. Mindfulness means being completely aware and focused on what is happening right now, without any judgment or distractions. It's about noticing our thoughts, feelings, and what's around us with an open mind and curiosity. Grasping the idea of mindfulness is the initial step to bringing it into our daily routines. Mindfulness is fundamentally about being aware. It's about being aware of what's happening around us and within us without becoming overwhelmed by it. This practice comes from old Buddhist meditation methods, but it has been changed and made more accessible for use today in areas like psychology, education, and stress relief. Mindfulness is beautiful because it is straightforward. No special equipment or specific location is needed. You can do it anywhere, anytime. No matter if you're stuck in traffic, waiting at the grocery store, or in a stressful work meeting, you can always pause to focus on your breath and notice what's around you. Being aware of the present moment is the core of mindfulness. This means paying attention to what is happening at this moment instead of getting caught up in thoughts about the past or concerns about the future. A popular method to achieve this is by practicing mindful breathing. Focusing on your breath, feeling the air as it flows in and out of your body, can help you stay grounded in the present moment. While practicing mindfulness, you may see how frequently your thoughts drift away. This is totally normal and is an important part of the practice. The aim is not to clear your mind of thoughts but to recognize when your focus has wandered and kindly return it to the present moment. This process of noticing and redirecting is similar to exercising your mind, helping you improve your focus and stay in the moment. Mindfulness can be very useful for handling comparison and self-doubt. When we focus on the present and stay aware, we are less likely to compare ourselves to others or worry about our own shortcomings. We can look at these thoughts without judging them, seeing them simply as thoughts and not as facts. Adding mindfulness to your everyday routine can be straightforward and manageable. Begin with a few minutes of mindful breathing every day. As you get used to the practice, you may notice that you start to be more aware during your day. You may pay more attention to how your food tastes and feels when you eat or how your feet feel on the ground as you walk. We can also use mindfulness when we interact with other people. When we focus on conversations and truly listen to what others say, we can enhance our relationships and build more empathy. This connects to the idea that everyone has their own challenges. By being more aware and attentive, we can better see and understand what others are going through. Mindfulness helps us notice our thoughts and feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. This can be especially helpful for dealing with negative self-talk or when we compare ourselves to others. When we look at our thoughts without getting too involved, we can start to understand that they are simply thoughts and not facts. As you practice mindfulness, you might notice that you become more aware of your own special qualities and strengths. Being more aware of yourself can make you feel more confident and help you see your own value without comparing yourself to others. It can help you concentrate on your own path and objectives instead of being sidetracked by what others are doing. Keep in mind that, like any skill, mindfulness requires practice. It's okay if your mind drifts a lot at the beginning. That's totally normal. Focus on returning to the present moment kindly and without criticism. As time goes on, you may notice that it gets simpler to stay focused and that you can handle life's challenges with more calm and clarity. Practicing mindfulness helps you manage stress, improve focus, and build a better understanding and acceptance of yourself. This practice can help you focus on your own journey instead of comparing yourself to others. Take a deep breath, focus on the present moment, and begin to discover how mindfulness can change your life. Lesson 17. Building self-kindness. As we explore ourselves and grow, one of the most helpful things we can learn is self-compassion. It's about being kind, caring, and supportive to ourselves just like we would be to a good friend. We often judge ourselves too harshly, setting very high standards and criticizing ourselves for any mistakes or flaws we think we have. This negative self-talk just weakens our confidence and slows down our progress. Building self-compassion starts with understanding that being imperfect is something we all experience as humans. Everyone makes errors, encounters difficulties, and goes through tough times. When we recognize this common truth, we can begin to release the unrealistic idea of perfection and accept our human nature. Rather than criticizing ourselves for our imperfections, we can look at them with curiosity and kindness. A good way to practice self-compassion is by using mindful self-talk. When you notice negative self-talk, take a moment to ask yourself, would I talk to a friend like this? If the answer is no, then it's time to change how you talk to yourself. Use kind words and show understanding instead of making harsh judgments. Instead of saying, I'm such a failure for making this mistake, you could say, it's okay to make mistakes. What can I learn from this experience? Another key part of self-compassion is letting ourselves experience our emotions completely without any judgment. We often try to avoid uncomfortable feelings such as sadness, anger, or disappointment, thinking that we shouldn't feel this way. But holding back emotions just causes more stress and confusion inside. When we allow ourselves to feel and understand our emotions, we open up opportunities for healing and personal growth. Taking care of our physical and emotional needs is also part of self-compassion. This means focusing on self-care activities that support our body, mind, and spirit. We can focus on getting enough sleep, eating healthy foods, and exercising regularly. It also means creating healthy limits in our relationships and learning to say no to commitments that take away our energy or affect our well-being. Being thankful is a strong way to build self-kindness. When we take time to notice the good things in our lives, even the little ones, we change our focus from what we don't have to what we do have. This practice helps to reduce negative thinking and encourages a kinder, more positive connection with ourselves and our surroundings. Building self-compassion is a process, not an end. Some days might feel tough, and you might notice old habits of being hard on yourself coming back. When this happens, see it as a chance to practice being kind to yourself right away. Recognize that it's tough. Give yourself some kind words and softly steer your thoughts towards a kinder viewpoint. When we practice self-compassion, we might see good changes in different parts of our lives. We grow stronger when facing challenges as we learn to take care of ourselves during tough times. When we are kind to ourselves, it can help make our relationships better with others. It can be easier to take risks and go after our goals, knowing that we will support ourselves if we stumble. Self-compassion means understanding our value and treating ourselves with the kindness and care we need. It's about accepting who we are with all our flaws and deciding to support ourselves instead of being against ourselves. As we move forward in our personal growth and self-discovery, let self-compassion be with us, helping us find a more fulfilling and genuine life. Final lesson: believe in yourself. To build self-belief and grow personally, one of the strongest tools we have is being true to ourselves. Being true to ourselves is not just a big idea. It's a practical way to live a happy life and reach our goals. Being authentic means that our actions, words, and beliefs match who we really are instead of just following what society expects or copying others. When we accept who we truly are, we discover a source of inner strength and confidence. This authenticity helps us handle life's challenges more easily and with strength. It's about recognizing our strengths and weaknesses, our dreams and fears, and accepting them as essential parts of ourselves. This helps us avoid the tiring job of keeping up appearances or trying to meet what others expect from us. Being genuine helps create stronger and more meaningful relationships with others. When we show our true selves to others, we draw in people who value us for who we really are. These relationships are based on honesty and understanding, giving us a support system that helps us grow and celebrates our achievements. The journey to being true to oneself can be challenging. It takes bravery to remove the masks we might have built up over time. Society often pushes us to fit in, to match certain ideas of success or happiness. Letting go of these expectations can be challenging, but it's an important part of our path to believing in ourselves and finding personal happiness. One of the first steps to being true to yourself is to think about who you are. Spend some time thinking about what matters to you, what you love, and what you want to achieve. What is important to you? What makes you happy and satisfied? These questions can help you find your true self and guide what you choose to do. As you get to know your true self better, you might notice that some parts of your life don't match your real values or goals anymore. Understanding this can feel uneasy, but it's a chance to grow and make positive changes. It could involve switching jobs, leaving harmful relationships, or chasing dreams that were once set aside. These changes might be tough, but they are important for living a true life. Being authentic means being truthful with ourselves about what we can and cannot do, as well as where we can get better. Recognize that we don't need to show a flawless image to others. Instead, we should accept our imperfections and strive to improve them. Being honest with ourselves and others helps us grow and strengthens trust in our relationships. With social media and carefully crafted online images, staying true to oneself can be challenging. It takes bravery to remove the masks we might have built up over time. Society often pushes us to fit in, to match certain ideas of success or happiness. Letting go of these expectations can be challenging, but it's an important part of our path to believing in ourselves and finding personal happiness. One of the first steps to being true to yourself is to think about who you are. Spend some time thinking about what matters to you, what you love, and what you want to achieve. What is important to you? What makes you happy and satisfied? These questions can help you find your true self and guide what you choose to do. As you get to know your true self better, you might notice that some parts of your life don't match your real values or goals anymore. Understanding this can feel uneasy, but it's a chance to grow and make positive changes. It could involve switching jobs, leaving harmful relationships, or chasing dreams that were once set aside. These changes might be tough, but they are important for living a true life. Being authentic means being truthful with ourselves about what we can and cannot do, as well as where we can get better. Recognize that we don't need to show a flawless image to others. Instead, we should accept our imperfections and strive to improve them. Being honest with ourselves and others helps us grow and strengthens trust in our relationships. With social media and carefully crafted online images, staying true to oneself can be quite difficult. We often see images of perfect lives, which can make us want to show a better version of ourselves to others. This method can often make people feel inadequate and disconnected. When we choose to be real in our online interactions, we remain true to ourselves and encourage others to do the same. Being true to yourself doesn't mean ignoring social rules or being unkind to others. It's about balancing our authenticity with being mindful of others. Being authentic allows us to share our thoughts and feelings truthfully and with respect, even if our opinions or decisions are different from others. As we embrace our true selves, we might notice that our journey takes a different direction from those around us. This might feel overwhelming, but it's good to know that our individual paths shape our identity. When we are honest with ourselves, we build a life that reflects what we truly care about and want to achieve. Being authentic helps us match what we show on the outside with what we truly feel on the inside. Living authentically helps us lessen the inner struggle that arises from pretending to be someone else. This alignment creates a feeling of peace and happiness that nothing outside can provide. Being true to yourself is a journey that lasts a lifetime. It takes ongoing self-reflection, bravery, and a desire to improve and adapt. The benefits are countless. When we live true to ourselves, we improve our own lives and encourage others to follow suit. In a world that often pushes us to fit in, being true to ourselves shines as a sign of uniqueness and shows how strong self-belief can be.